But we did not know then that the return journey would be our worst nightmare. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of SYWK podcast where you can find everything related to paranormal. It's the festive season, and I would like to wish you Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance. I hope you're enjoying your holiday season. If you want to get chills this Christmas season, check out my horror playlist. The link is in the description. For sure, you're going to enjoy it, and if you do, you know what to do. Support my work by liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. Before we wind up for the year 2021, I would like to share with you a horrifying story which was witnessed by one of my subscribers, Ronnie. And this incident happened on the 25th of December 2002. It's quite strange and there might be a logical explanation for it, but I will leave it up to you guys. So listen to this episode till the end and give me your feedbacks by commenting below if you're listening to this episode on YouTube, or DM me on Instagram if you're listening to this episode on any of the audio platforms. So now, without wasting any time, plug in your headphones and enjoy. The story is submitted by Ronnie and is narrated by a host, Desmond. The incident happened on the 25th of December 2002. I was around 12 years old and I still remember that night, since it haunts our family to date. We stay in an area called Bandra, which is in Mumbai, India. And since it was Christmas time, we had to go meet my dad's brother, who used to then live in the interiors of the city, somewhere between Vasai and Virar. And the distance between the two places is around 65 to 70 kilometers by road. We could have traveled by the local train, but my dad loves road trips and that's why he decides to drive down to meet his brother. So around 9 am we started our journey, and by lunchtime we had arrived. Generally, if there is no traffic, you can cover the distance in 2 hours maximum. But since it was our first time going towards the interiors, it took us time, but somehow we managed to reach by lunchtime. But we did not know then that the return journey would be our worst nightmare. Carrying on with the story, my dad was happy to meet his brother after a long time. We had an amazing Christmas celebration, and now it was time to head back home. My dad's brother requested him to stay for the night, but we had to head home since the next morning we were driving down to Goa. So around 11 pm, we started our journey. At first, everything went well. The roads were empty and I was enjoying the cool breeze with some soft music in the background. But then suddenly, my dad decides to take a halt since he was sleepy and uncomfortable driving. He stops near a small tea stall, lights up a cigarette and sips on his tea to freshen up. While I was waiting for my dad to sit back in the car, a man approaches my dad and informs him that the roads are blocked ahead due to a massive accident and it might take at least 2 to 3 hours for the roads to clear. Not knowing what to do, my dad decides to wait in the car. After a while, the guy suggests us to check into a motel that was nearby so that we can rest till the roads don't clear. My dad, being a Goan, asked him the first question, if there is a bar in the motel. He laughed and said yes. And the minute my dad heard this, he decides to turn around and find the motel. It took a while for us to search the motel, but finally, after 20 minutes, we found the place, which was a bit in the interiors and not on the main road. Firstly, the area where the motel was did not have many street lights. It felt like an abandoned village. There was a small dim light at the entrance of the motel, and next to that was the bar. We get down and go towards the reception to book a room for the night. But the moment I entered the motel, I get this bad feeling that something is wrong. It was quite strange. No one was around. After ringing the table bell for almost a minute, then the receptionist comes to the front desk and he informs us that we were lucky because only one room was available on the top floor. After that, my dad completes all the formalities and we checked in our room. It was around 1 a.m. and I was already sleepy. My dad informs me that he will go downstairs to get something for us to eat. I know my dad extremely well. He will go to the bar, have one drink and then come back. But anyways, I was tired and decided to rest for a while. But since the motel was not a big property, I was not getting proper sleep because of the noises coming from the bar and even from the other rooms. I just could not sleep. But after a while, I fell off to sleep. But then suddenly, I got up with a start because I could not breathe. It felt like the room was on fire and I was inhaling heavy black smoke. I started crying. I was scared and luckily by then my dad had come back. I ran towards him and hugged him and told him what had happened to me. He said not to worry but suggested leaving this place since he did not like the vibe of the motel and he told me something strange happened to him as well. I asked him what happened. He told me, first let's move out from this place. So we gathered all our stuff and started moving towards the exit of the motel. But the minute we opened our door, lights went off. I got extremely scared and started crying. I knew my dad was also scared, but somehow he caught my hands and started moving outside. The moment we reached towards the exit, we were shocked to see that the main entrance door was locked. Firstly, there was no lights. Pitch dark, could not see anything around us. I could feel the chills at that time and could also see how my dad was extremely paranoid, but I respect him to date for protecting me. I was crying and my dad was trying his level best to break the door. Somehow, after a lot of attempts, he managed to break the door. We ran towards the car and rushed towards the main road. After a while, we reached the same location near the tea stall and we both were in shock and my dad was trying to calm me down. Wondering what's wrong, the tea guy inquires to know if everything was fine. My dad in fear tells him everything, but before my dad completes the story, the tea stall guy knew exactly what had happened to us. Since most of the travelers who stopped at that motel experienced something unnatural. End of narration and back to the host Desmond. Guys, you won't believe what the tea stall guy told them. Even what happened to Ronnie's dad when he went down to the bar was shocking. To know what happens next, stay tuned for my next episode, which will be uploaded on the 26th of December. Till then, if you enjoyed the story, please subscribe to SYWK Podcast and leave a comment below and let me know what could be the history of the motel and what actually happened to Ronnie's dad. Also, share this episode with your friends and family. Thank you and peace out.